Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
we can.
we'll be starting. Hello, today we're going to be talking about our app eSchedule, your go-to virtual planner. My name is Zena Wang.
And I'm Erica Yu. Right, what's the problem? With COVID-19, everyone is working, or most people are working remotely from home. And so time management has become an issue for students and people that are working remotely. And for students, bell schedules are difficult to follow, meeting links are listed on different platforms, break times are hard to remember, and tasks at hand are difficult to keep track of.
Our goal is to create a planner user interface that will keep track of our schedules and meeting links that is simple and convenient to use, school-specific, and more applicable to the current situation in terms of needing a meeting link organizer. Currently, 3 scheduling applications include Google Calendar, extremely school-specific planner apps like this one used by Dublin High School, and general ones like class timetables on the right. Google Calendar is time consuming to figure out how to set specific meeting links every weekday, and alerts are also not very customizable. General planning apps like class timetables are older and do not take into consideration the new need for a meeting platform organizer. And finally, the app used by DHS is very basic. As you can see from the bottom review from students, it doesn't send alerts when approaching a time block, nor does it give students a way to organize meeting links.
So now I'll be showing you our eSchedule app design where it shows the main functions of our app. So first you will see the login and setup screen. Then you can go create a school schedule and view or edit the schedule by day or week. You can also view or edit each class or activity. You can also view the schedule and do essentially the same things. And lastly, you can set an alarm and you can add homework reminders and create a message for yourself. You can also create timer for breaks in between the classes and also select the music you want for your alarm.
So just to elaborate, students will use this app by simply adding their school bell schedule and class blocks. You can set your school term, and the moment you put in a class block, it will have that same block with the same meeting link automatically put on. Let's say you put the class block on Monday, it will put on every single Monday until the end of the school term, excluding nationally observed holidays. There are alarms set that remind when breaks or class times are approaching. You can disable and edit the alarms for a day if school has been canceled or altered. They can also add additional planner reminder items like homework or extracurriculars. This will be very convenient to use, as after you put the recurring Zoom or Google Meet link into a class block, once you click it, you will be automatically redirected to the link. The basic functionalities of the prototype are that alerts sound when classes start or end, and can also do so for optionally manually set activities like homework. There is a countdown that happens that is customizable before break ends, so you know when class time is approaching. This serves not only as a time management resource, but also as a Zoom link organizer and a task tracker for homework status. This app or extension will also have many potential capabilities that could be implemented. Since you have set the class blocks, the app can initiate a phone lockdown during class or student designated timeframes for other tasks. This will help prevent cheating during in-class assessments, as well as help with focus. The extension on their browser can have them set websites that they don't want themselves to visit and disable them during a study time block. Another way this can be helpful is if you connect your Google account with your Google Classroom account to this app or extension, due dates won't have to be entered manually by the student.
So now I'll be showing you our solution prototype. So the first thing you'll see when you open the app is a login or sign up screen. And for users that already have an account, they can log in here. But if they do not have one, they will be redirected to this screen to register as a user. Next, when the user enters the app, they will see the view mode of the schedule screen. Now here, there is a basic template of what a student's schedule can look like. You can also view this by day, such as right now, which we're viewing Monday, but they also have the option to view it by week. Now, if they would like to edit their schedule, they can click the edit button here. This will move on to the edit mode. The students can change their class name, class time, and add a Zoom link, or they can add more classes if they need to. And they can do this for every single day of the week. When the student has made all the changes they need, they would go to the save mode and it will redirect them to the view mode. Lastly, we have the alert and reminder screen where they can set a timer for themselves and there will be a message pop up when the timer ends. And if they're in school, it will show them their current period and their next period of class. The bell button helps them choose a sound or they can choose one themselves. And the way we got to the screen is by clicking this triangle button, which will allow them to easily navigate between the two screens. All right, and that is the end of our presentation.
All right, if the judges have any questions right now, we can ask them.
I have a question. Regarding like privacy concerns. So I know this is like near like the end. I don't know if this is like just a possibility or you like has to be an integral part of the app. But thing about disabling like websites on your computer or disabling phone usage, that would require like the students to cooperate and may like violate their privacy concerns. So do you have any like ways to address that?
Okay, so basically with the preventing phone use or blocking certain websites, so that is a possible implementation and we'll take into account like the security concerns. But for example, blocking website, those could be done by the student themselves. So essentially, in that case, like the student would be aware that those websites would be blocked. Does that address your question?
Yeah, so it sounds like this has to be like an important part of the app.
So for the prototype, that's a function that's not included, but it was something that we thought could be implemented into the app in the future.
This isn't really a question, but could you consider how teachers and students can um, both use this app? Like teachers can set class times and share with students, for example.
Yeah, we were considering that. It's possible to make this app into something like a market for specifically for school districts or for schools and teachers to use so that teachers can set their own class times and set their own alerts. And then once the student enters in their school name or they can search for their school name or like teacher and after they search it and they add it the teacher after uploading their schedules and things, the student will automatically be able to access them.
Yeah, I just want to put a comment out there. I like how like Apple is much more specialized than let's say something like Google Calendar. So and this would be like a lot more helpful and easier to use for students. Like
All right, I'm assuming that's it for the meeting right now and the presentation. The questions are done.